All right, I'm back. This is serious. Go to Luke, the 12th chapter. We're going to see what MASHAYACH tells us about the Most High. More people don't really understand or look at the Most High. This is what he told us about the Most High. Understand, overstand this. It says why it's important to come back to him and do his will, do what he tells us to do. Learn what he wants to do and do what he say do. Luke 12th chapter and the 4th verse. It says, and I say unto you, this is MASHAYACH speaking to us, my friends, be not afraid of them that can kill the body. Be not afraid of them that kill the body. And after that, have no more that they can do. Understand, overstand this. He said, but I will forewarn you. Just a warning. Since y'all don't fear the Most High. Y'all don't know what fear the Most High means. And being afraid, being scared of him. He said, but I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Just in case you didn't know. Fear means to be afraid, to be scared of. He said, I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he have killed. That's what I'm saying. I'm going through war. He already said, fear him, that after he have killed, have power to cast into hell. He said, yeah, I say unto you, fear him. That's the Most High. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob all day long. He said, yeah, fear him. That's why, I mean, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. See, this is not enough. It's not enough of the fear of the Most High. Ecclesiastes 12, 13. He said, let us hear the conclusion. This is the end of the whole matter. What do you say? Fear the Most High. Fear the Most High. Fear the Most High. And keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. See, if you're not including this fear of the Most High and talk about repent and keep the commandments, then you're not following what it just said. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. MASHAYACH just told us. He said, I forewarn you. So you've been warned in who you should fear. He said, fear him that after he have killed, after the Most High has killed, who's a man of war, can cast your butt into hell. That's what he kept saying. It's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. But people playing around thinking, oh, well, I can do what I want to do, how I want to do it. Better understand and overstand this. This is serious. This is real serious. But you can play around if you want to. Playtime is almost over. We in wartime, whether you will accept it or not. Major wars are going on right now. And World War III can jump off just like that. Boop. That's why I say the Most High is a man of war. Look at Job 4 and 7. But see, people not putting him in it. Everybody look at what I'm supposed to do, what I'm going to do, man. You better have a relationship with the Most High. Job 4 and 7. What Job say? Remember I pray thee. He said, who ever perished being innocent? He said, or where were the righteous cut off? Listen. He said, whoever perished being innocent. Or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. So you want to plow iniquity, evil, and do the things that's contrary to what the Most High would have us do, and sow wickedness. You're gonna sow wickedness. You're gonna reap the same. So I say you're gonna reap what you sow. It says by the blast of the Most High. You hear that? By the blast of the Most High, who's a man of war. By the blast of the Most High, they perish. And by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. You hear that? The breath of his nostrils are they consumed. That's why you look at Deuteronomy 4:24. Moses told us about the Most High. People not really looking at him. Y'all trying to look at whatever y'all looking at, you better be knowing the Most High. You know, have a relationship with him. Better talk about him. Deuteronomy 4:24. Deuteronomy 4:24. For the Most High, thy power is a consuming fire. You hear that? The Most High, our power. 12 tribes who said his name is the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, is a consuming fire. So I say he's a man of war. He said by the blast of the Most High they perish, right? They consume. Because the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is a consuming fire. Even a jealous power. Like I realize a lot of you don't like to hear about the Most High and this side of him. It turn you off. But you want to hear about yourself. No, especially you that know you Israel. You want to hear something about Israel. But the Most High, man, we did them wrong. We offended them. You know what hit hard when I read Zechariah. Let me read it. This hit home, man. It really hit hard, man. I really felt this. And our people not really caring about enough of him to realize what we did and what we're doing. Zechariah 7. I'm going to start at verse 8 this day. And the word of the Most High came into Zechariah saying, thus speaketh the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, of angels, saying, execute true judgment and show mercy and compassions. Mercy is not getting something you do deserve. So he's telling us to have mercy and compassions, every man to his brother. Over and over again. I mean, I've done many lessons on love thy neighbor as thyself, you know, my brother's keeper and so forth. That's what he tells us all the time. Why you gotta keep telling us to love each other? Because something wrong with us, man. Execute true judgment and show mercy and compassions, every man to his brother. Listen, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. This is very important. The widow, the fatherless, the stranger, and the poor. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart, in your mind. It takes energy for you to be that wicked to imagine evil against your brother in your mind. They call it premeditated, right? I'm going to get that. I'm going to get him. You sitting around plotting on your brother. Instead of doing what the scriptures say, go to your brother and talk it out. Work it out. And especially don't be airing everything online, man, on social media. We know each other. We know of each other. We might not know each other directly, but we know of each other, man. Ain't no one in the world you can tell me that we can't sit down and talk. That's what he said. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. In your mind, man. He said, but they refuse to hearken. Refused then, refusing now. So when you see it, when you say they don't want to listen, they don't want to hear, ain't nothing new under the sun. Here he is, he said, but they refuse to hearken. They refuse to listen. And pulled away the show. Like some of you probably say, ain't nobody, you got to tell me what I got to do, who that nigga think he is. You can't tell me what to do, who the Most High think he is. That's what you got to look at. He already told you he consuming fire. He already say, he'll mess you. If you don't know, you better know. When you see, when you touch fire, you get burned. That's why I say, he's a man of war. He said, by the blast of the Most High, they perish. But understand. But they refuse to hearken. See, we refuse to listen. And pulled away the shoulder. And stopped their ears. Put their hands on their ears. That they should not hear. Put their hands on their ears that they should not hear. Man. This is why we're in the condition we in. And we talking about getting ready for the kingdom. And we sitting up here plotting on each other, hatred against each other. This is what we did. This is what we're doing right now. Not everyone. Some of us are hearing this. Some of them really have love for their brother and their sisters. Some don't. He gonna weigh you in the balance, man. Yeah. They made their hearts, that's your minds, as an adamant stone. Hard. Stiff-necked. We don't want to listen. We don't listen to the Most High. Listen, yeah, they made their hearts, that's your mind, the way you think, as an adamant stone. Man. Lest they should hear the law. And that's why I keep bringing forth how you preachers are saying we're not under the law. You fit right into this category. And you got a problem with Hebrew Israelites. Because we talk about come back to the law. Y'all done talked to people all these years since slavery. And even in slavery, we ain't under the law. We Gentiles, we been grafted in, don't know who you been grafted in among. You ain't tell nobody how you been grafted in among. You got to speak in tongues and run around the church like a chicken with his head cut off and say that's the Holy Ghost. That's not the Holy Ghost. You might have a ghost spirit, an evil ghost spirit, but it ain't the spirit of the Most High. The spirit of the Most High gonna bring all things back to remembrance, the way you think. Be able to understand precepts, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. All topics are in this Bible. That's why it's so important to learn this first before you look at anything else. That's why he said, yeah, they made their hearts, their minds as adamant stone. Lest they should hear the law. Hear that? Lest they should hear the law. Whose law? The law that the Most High wrote. And the words which the Most High power of hosts. Do you realize the Most High got angels on this earth ready for the commandment of the Most High, that's ready for vengeance? He said consuming fire. So he gonna use these angels, man. He been using these angels to create hurricanes, tornadoes, volcano eruptions, and tidal waves and earthquakes and so forth. I mean, that's the Most High. But y'all not giving him no credit for nothing. He just bought a hurricane in New Mexico, Acapulco, Mexico. He just ruined that place, man. Your tourist attraction, huh? The Most High rolled through there and tore that place up. I was prophesying. I told him Most High showed up. He hadn't bought a hurricane out of the Pacific Ocean for 139 years. Now you figure. And like I keep saying, he said it's gonna be like a woman in travail. Here come another one. That was just not even 2 months ago. Maybe a month ago. 160 miles an hour. That's the Most High. He got his angels right here ready for the vengeance of the Most High. Y'all better wake up, man. Well, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What did it say? Fear the Most High. I bet you one thing. I bet you they wasn't talking about old Mother Nature. Stop. Anybody that caught in that hurricane, flood, that's the Most High. He said he's going to kill people through flooding. I mean, it's right here in the scriptures, man. I mean, that's the Most High. He said, look, they will not hear the law. And the words which the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies of angels, has sent in his spirit by the former prophets, the spirit of the Most High, the spirit of a MASHAYACH, YAHAWASHI that the prophets had. You better understand, look. Let's look at some of this. Wisdom of Solomon 5. We're talking about the Most High man of war. First and foremost, look. Wisdom of Solomon 5:20 in the Apocrypha, it says, his severe wrath, this warfare right here, his severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Hear that? The world gonna fight with them against the unwise. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad. All we can say is missiles. And from the clouds, coming from the air, y'all. And from the clouds. You think you done seen something? You ain't seen nothing yet. As from a well-drawn bow shall they fly to the mark. This is what I'm talking about. This coming. Prophecy coming. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow. Hear this? We can't even imagine this kind of destruction coming. Hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them. How you gonna fight this? The water of the sea shall rage against them. Oh yeah. And the floods shall cruelly drown them. I'm seeing floods, man, in different places, man. You see people hollering and screaming, they in that water. Or people hollering and screaming that's not in the water, seeing people in the water drowning. What do you say? And the floods shall cruelly drown them. Yeah, a mighty wind like a hurricane, a tornado, shall stand up against them. How you gonna fight this? What kind of weapons of war you got to fight this? We talking about war. How you gonna fight this? He said, yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Y'all better hear the word of the Most High. He said, like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth. Wickedness shall lay waste the whole earth. And ill dealings shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. Letting you know, man. You ain't safe nowhere if you ain't got a relationship with the Most High. Let's go back and talk about Zechariah 7:12. He said, yeah, they made their hearts, their minds as an adamant stone. Hardcore. Most I say all you need is me. So all I can do is listen to me. And how you listen to him? Lest they should hear the law. That's why he's going to put a whole lot of people to death, because they don't want to hear the law. On the Most High that he wrote with his finger. The work of the Most High. And the words with the Most High, power of hosts, power of angels, have sent in his spirit by the former prophets who had the spirit of a MASHAYACH. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High, power of hosts. We just read about some wrath from the Most High, power of hosts. We just read about it just now. You just heard him. Did you hear what he said? Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High, power of hosts. That's army of angels. Understand, y'all gotta understand this, man. Y'all. That's why I say, when you read this Bible and you understand and understand the fact of what's really happening or could happen within the structure of the situation of what it is that we're dealing with, man, it's scary. It's real scary. But if you think you could just roll however you roll, it's okay. It's all right. But eventually, you're going to see. You're going to see. That power of hosts of the Most High that he's talking about right there, that he uses to bring all this destruction on the earth. People better recognize, man, it is time to wake up. It's time to wake up before it's too late. Before it's too late. And World War III is knocking on the door. Very close at hand. Look at Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. We're talking about war. War. It said there be spirits. And when you read Psalms 104 and 4, say the Most High maketh his angels spirits. So it could say angel, it could say spirits. Or angels and spirits. Same entity. They're ministers of the Most High, bringing the word of the Most High. Bringing that fire, which is the word of the Most High. Say there be spirits that are created for what? For vengeance. We're talking about war. Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. These are angels. They pour out their force. The same ones that's bringing forth the destruction on the earth that y'all call Mother Nature, that y'all call El Nino, La Nina, global warming and all this. It's being caused by the Most High through the power of hosts, power of angels that you read. If you read along with me, Ecclesiastes 39:28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. I mean, they're going to get you. Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. These angels, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. They appease the Most High. That's what he keeps hearing. Power of hosts. Power of army of angels. You keep hearing it over and over again. Here they are right here. They will appease the wrath of him that made them. See, if y'all don't look at this and consider this, that's why you're going to see how the thing's going to change up. It's going to be more and more and more like a woman to travail, like a woman having a baby. And them contractions are far apart. You ain't got to wait that long now. Somebody just, I seen the other day, just shot up killed about 18 people on the run. 18 people. I mean, you didn't see things like this happening in the 60s and the 70s. Like a woman to travail. You know, we in the last days. Y'all better wake up. See, these spirits, these angels appease the wrath of him that made them. What are they? Fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Listen to what it says. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready where? Upon earth. Like I'm saying, they're right around you right now. Wherever you are, them angels are right around you. The spirits are right around you. They're ready where? Upon earth. When need is. That's when they say, go get them. That's what we started with, Exodus 15:3. The Most High is a man of war. In war, you do what? You kill people. Strategies of how you're going to put somebody to death. Y'all better understand, man. They shall rejoice in his commandment. They're going to be happy to kill you. Happy to bring forth this judgment upon whoever. And they shall be ready upon earth when need is. When most I say, go do it. Check it out. And when their time is come, when it's time for them to do the commandment of the Most High, bringing forth the vengeance of the Most High, they shall not, I repeat, they shall not transgress his word. But here we are, Zechariah 7 and 12. He said, I love you. He said, just do what I say do. I don't love nobody but you. Yasharala, 12 tribes of Israel. Yeah, they made their hearts, their minds as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law that the Most High wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High. That's why when y'all say y'all ain't under the law, y'all say y'all ain't got to follow the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, ceremonial laws. Y'all saying y'all have to follow the Most High. You don't believe in the Most High. This is what we're looking at right here. Lest they should hear the law. They ain't want to hear the law. And the words which the Most High, power of hosts, power of angels, that's ready for vengeance right here on the earth. That's the commandment of the Most High. Gonna rejoice to do what he wants us to do, what he wants them to do, and bring forth his vengeance. That's what I say. And the words which the Most High, power of hosts, have sent in his spirit by the former prophets, therefore came a great wrath from the Most High, power of hosts. Therefore came a great wrath. Ain't that what it says? Ain't that what the spirits do? Bring forth the wrath of the Most High and rejoice and bring forth the wrath of the Most High. That's what we just read. Therefore came the wrath, the great wrath, excuse me. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High, power of hosts. Hold that. Zephaniah 3 and 4. Zephaniah 3 and 4. 3 and 8. Therefore, Most High, Zephaniah 3 and 8. So therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Most High, until the day that I rise up into the prey. He said, wait upon him until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. He gonna gather all the nations of this earth, that I may assemble the kingdoms. He gonna assemble the kingdoms to do what? To pour upon them all these kingdoms, all these nations that's ruling the world today. To pour upon them mine indignation. That's his wrath. Even all my fierce anger, by using these spirits that are created for vengeance that's right here on this earth. That's why he said, I just showed you how he said, he's going to use the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the tidal waves. How you going to fight all this? Y'all ready for this? Earthquakes. Come on. He said, hey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. But all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. You hear that? That's warfare right there. That's warfare right there. That's why going back to Zechariah 12, 7 and 12, 7th chapter to 12th verse. Yeah, they made their hearts, their minds as an adamant stone. You know, I ain't got to listen to what they saying. I don't want to hear what they're saying. Y'all say y'all believe in Jesus, but y'all don't believe in him because you only know a little bit about him. You don't understand? Look, 1 Peter 1 and 10. He said, he sent the prophets to us, to Israelites. This is what they had. He said, with salvation, that's power from the authority, the prophets. 1 Peter 1 and 10, the first chapter, the 10th verse. With salvation, that's power from the authority, the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace, getting something you don't deserve. That's grace that should come unto you. Here y'all talking about y'all in the grace, and you're a Gentile. Ain't no grace given to those Gentiles. The grace is only given to the Israelites, because the Most High only gave his laws, statutes, commandments to the Israelites. So who need grace and mercy besides us? Everybody else in their kingdom. That's why I say go gather the nations in the kingdoms, because everybody else is in their kingdom. All these nations have kingdoms. We don't have nothing. He said, look, with salvation, powers and authority, the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesy of the grace that's getting something you don't deserve that should come unto you. Come on, you think about this. Y'all saying that you ain't got to follow the Most High. Who gave the grace? Because you ain't under the law. Who wrote the laws? The Most High wrote the laws with his finger, the work of the Most High. That's why I keep saying it to you so you can get into your mind. Just what he just said. You make your heart, your mind, adamant stone, just hardcore. Rebellious, man. Until this day. And you think he's supposed to save you. Listen. That's what the prophets is inquired about salvation, powers and authority coming on this earth. For who? Israel. That's why he actually been asked 1 and 6 after he walked, after MASHAYACH rose on the 3rd day, walked the earth for 40 days. Asked him, hey, are you going to restore the kingdom to Israel? Your kingdom is coming to Israel, to the Israelites. Come on. Why would they say that? And he didn't say, no, the kingdom not coming to Israel, it's coming to everybody. No. You will never find that in the Bible. Ever. That's why I say the prophets who are Israelites. With salvation, powers and authority, the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesy of the grace that should come unto you. Searching what? Or what manner of time the spirit of a MASHAYACH, which was in them. You hear that? The spirit of a MASHAYACH, which was in them. Y'all know him then? Y'all know about him then? In the prophets, in Isaiah and Jeremiah and Daniel and Moses, Joshua and so forth. Caleb and all the rest of the prophets? Y'all know him in the prophets? Or you just know him coming in the flesh? And think that's the only time he existed. See, that's the problem. You don't know him. That's why they say, the prophet, you that work iniquity, I never knew you. Because first and foremost, you saying you ain't got to follow what he say do. He said, you love me, keep my commandments in St. John 14:15. You ain't going to run from that. 1 John 5 and 3 says, for this is the love of the Most High, we keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous. Come on. You can't run from this, man. You running from the Most High, but how you going to run from the sky? I don't give a dang. He made everything. Where can you run to hide from him? Y'all better wake up, man. World War III is knocking on the door. Everything is pointed to this place. Babylon the Great, man. Understand, overstand it. He said, look, searching what or what manner of time the spirit of a MASHAYACH, which was in them, in the prophets, did signify when it testified beforehand the sufferings of a MASHAYACH that he fulfilled. That's what he fulfilled. The sufferings of a MASHAYACH. And the glory that should follow. That's why when you see, I've showed you many times how when you're sitting to the right hand side of the Most High, before the angels brought him to the Most High. You know, it tells you that. Daniel seen the vision. You see? Like you see in Acts 1 and 9 when he ascended up and the angels took him to the Most High before the Most High. Let me show you right quick. Just in case some of you haven't seen it. Now he done walked the earth for 40 days. They like, hey man, verse 6 say, you going to destroy the kingdom of Israel? Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. And a cloud, it's a chariot of the Most High, and a cloud received him out of their sight. You see? That's why when you look at, I believe it's 2nd Ezra 13 and 32. And the time, 2nd Ezra 13:32. Let me get it. Let me get there. 2nd Ezra. Y'all excuse me. I have to go back and forth because my Bibles are pretty used up, as you can see. But it's still working. 2nd Ezra 13 and 32. Listen. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. You see? Prophesying. So, remember Ezra was given 204 books, so he was given, this is before MASHAYACH came on the earth. But Ezra seen him ascending, like we reading in Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud, which is a chariot of IFO, identified flying objects, received him out of their sight. He went up out of their sight. So here Ezra is already got the prophecy of what we reading there. So now what happened once he went up? Daniel seen, that's why I say you get understanding to the precepts. It's a puzzle, man. I'm saying you can't just read it from Genesis to Revelation, everything between understanding. It's not written like that. Look, Daniel 7 and 13. So now you're ascended up in this cloud, where Ezra just told you, his son will be declared, who we seen ascending up in the cloud, right? And let me show you the cloud before we go here. If you have already read Daniel 7 and 13, stay there, but I'm gonna show you what the clouds are in Psalms 104 and 3. Psalms 104 and 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So it's called clouds, but it's a chariot. What they call UFOs, unidentified flying objects. We call them IFOs, identified flying objects, because I'm identifying them right here through the power of the Most High. The Spirit of the Most High said, Psalms 104 and 3, these are the clouds, who maketh his, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. You see? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So, who operates in the clouds, or the chariots, or what they call the flying saucers? We call them the identified flying objects. Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000. Psalms 68 and 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels, you see? So the clouds are being operated as chariots by the angels. So now, once the MASHAYACH ascended up in this chariot that's driven by the angels, then look, he was lifted up, right? So Daniel seen what happened when he was lifted up. Daniel 7:13. I saw in the night vision, and behold, what they call them, unidentified aerial phenomena, the water up. That's what they call them now, but they still call them UFOs. I still hear them saying that, still, some still say that. But it says, Daniel 7:13, it says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds, the chariots of the Most High, of heaven, you see, the angels, bringing them in the chariots of the Most High, and came to the Ancient of Days, the Most High. Nobody's older than the Most High. He's the Ancient of Days. And they brought him near before him. That's why I say. And there was given him, this was given to a MASHAYACH, dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom, that which shall not be destroyed. He got next forever, ever. So now, hear what it said. All nations, no matter what language you speak, gonna serve him, right? So Isaiah 60 and 12 says, because there's gonna be some of y'all don't want to serve him, like right now, y'all don't believe in him, so it's cool. Then what he said to you, for the nation and kingdom, this Isaiah 60 and 12, for the nation and kingdom, that's war. In war, you got strategies how you gonna kill people, right? Listen, tell me this ain't war. Isaiah 60 and 12, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Come on. Make it be something different. He's telling you, man, this is the way it is. Going back to Zechariah, I digress. I just wanted to bring that forward because it's very important that we see this. Zechariah 7. And let's read verse 12 again. Yeah. They made their hearts, their minds as adamant stones. That's why MASHAYACH came on earth. He was calling the Pharisee vipers and hypocrites and so forth, man. Do what they say, but not what they do. Yeah. They made their hearts, their minds as adamant stone, lest they should hear the law. And the words which the Most High power of hosts, power of them angels, have sent in his spirit by the former prophets who had the spirit of a Mashiach. We just read that. Therefore, but he's an angel. Angel of the Most High, spirit of the Most High, same thing. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High power of hosts, right? Listen, verse 13. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, you hear that? What does that mean to you? To know that the Most High cried. It said, therefore as he cried, y'all. We made him cry. He said, as he cried, and they would not hear, he crying to us. He's been crying to us for a long, long time. He said, as he cried, and we don't want to hear, so they cried. We crying to the Most High, and I would not hear, said the Most High power of hosts. Listen. He said, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, he got feelings like we made us. He made us in his image. He got feelings. This is how much we hurt him. That's why I said Hosea 5:15. I went through that whole lesson, man. He said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense, how we offended the Most High, and seek his face. So in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. He said, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear. Like right now, he's crying to you, and you don't want to hear. Pull it back your soul. Look at that verse 11. But they refuse to hearken, refuse to listen. Therefore it has come to pass, as he cried, and they would not hear. Verse 11, but they refused to listen, refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Like some of you probably turn it off, because it ain't talking about you. It ain't uplifting you. Because you don't care nothing about the Most High. If you care about the Most High, you be listening. And you change. You understand what I'm saying. It would hit you hard. This would hit you hard. If you really think you're going to go to the kingdom. He a man of war. But understand, hear what he said he's going to do. Here we use to do his vengeance. Verse 11, but refuse to hearken, refuse to listen, and pulled away the shoulder. Ain't got to listen to that. And stop their ears, that they should not hear. Did the same thing to MASHAYACH, man. I mean, not only the Most High, man. Did the same thing to MASHAYACH. Go to Isaiah 53rd chapter. Did the same thing when he was on the earth. It's like, whoever believed our report, verse 1, and to whom is the arm of the Most High revealed. For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant. This is MASHAYACH, and as a root out of the dry ground. He have no form, no comeliness. He wasn't all cut and beautiful or looking handsome or any of that. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. So he ain't come looking handsome. We looking at him was like, oh man, he wasn't handsome, period. When you look at him, no beauty that we should desire him. Think about that. Say he is despised. So like Most High despised, he is despised and rejected of men of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. You hear that? This is what we did to MASHAYACH, and we hid as it were our faces from him. Remember they stopped their ears, they couldn't hear? Same thing they did to MASHAYACH. We hid as it was our faces. They don't want to look at him. They don't want to look at him. Here he come. Let me get away from him. Like some of y'all probably turned us off. When you should be listening to help you reach your salvation. He was despised, you know that? And we esteemed him not. There it is. They ain't caring about him either. That's why he said, crucify him, let his blood be on us and on our children. Some of you didn't, but the children are the ones that he said, crucify him, kill him, and Let his blood be on us and on our children. Y'all the same ones, man. But our people they don't have enough sense to realize these are the same people. But y'all talking about you ain't got to follow the Most High, man. Giving the Most High the middle finger. That's what we're reading about. A man of war who gonna melt you. That's what my secretary told you. Hey, I forewarn you who you should fear, who you should be afraid of, who you should be scared of. This man of war. Y'all worry about what man could do to you. You better be concerned about what my secretary said for warning us about the Most High who killed him. He the one that killed. And cast your butt into hell. Zechariah 7:12. Yeah, they made their hearts, their minds as an adamant stone. Just like we just read how they did in Mashiach, did the Most High the same way. Lest they should hear the law that the Most High wrote with his finger, the work of the Most High, and the words which the Most High of hosts, of armies, of angels have sent in his spirit by the former prophets, who had the spirit of a Mashiach that we read in First Peter's, the first chapter, the 10th verse and 11th verse. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High power of hosts. You hear that? Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High power of hosts. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, we made the Most High cry, and they would not listen. They would not hear. Pull him back and say, I don't want to hear what he got to say. Like some of you don't want to hear what he had to say. Because it ain't about you. Y'all, this ain't nothing that interests y'all, because it ain't about talk about you. A lot of you, somebody left off the conference call because they ain't talking about them. They ain't inspiring them. They don't hear about the Most High. Same people. Same people. I was on here uplifting Israel, talking about this, that, and the third. Y'all be all into it. That's why I say being an Israelite is becoming idle. Y'all better understand you don't mean nothing if you don't know the Most High. I always say, listen to the conclusion of the whole matter. Didn't he say fear the Most High and keep his commandments? Come on. That's first and foremost. You better learn to be afraid of the Most High. But how you going to be afraid of someone that you don't even know? You even talk about. He ain't even in your vocabulary. How you afraid of him? Man, it's sad, man. He said, hey, we made him cry, man. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried. That's the only time the Most High had pity on us. We cried, and I would not hear, said the Most High power of hosts. This is what he said. But I scattered them with a whirlwind. Remember that whirlwind that we read about in Baruch 5:20 down? He said, I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them. After we left the land is desolate over there. Beautiful land, but ain't nothing growing on it. That no man passed through, no return. We ain't returned to our homeland. Most I got to put us in our homeland. For they laid the place, laid the pleasant land desolate. Desolate, y'all. But see, we don't consider what we did to him and what we doing to him. Look at 1 Samuel. Let's look at 1 Samuel's. Where I want to go. 17th chapter. First. 1 Samuel 17. Let's get verse 1. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle this war, and were gathered together at Shothas, which belonged to Judah, in Judah's land, and pitched between Shochach and